Hey folks, Nick Corbertson here, and today I'm checking out a brand new app from Brian Funk and AudioKit Pro. It's VHS Synth. Now this is an awesome partnership because Brian Funk has put out a ton of sampler packs, and AudioKit Pro is known for making great quality, stable synth apps. Also, Brian Funk has a podcast and he interviewed Derek Sivers. Derek Sivers is my dude. He also interviewed Matthew Fetcher from AudioKit Pro, who's also my dude. So I'm going to go ahead and say, Brian Funk,
you're my dude.
Now the concept for this app is really cool. Basically what they did is they took some old vintage analog synth sounds and then they recorded those to VHS tape, then took those sounds and resampled them into the virtual instruments we get to play in the app. So the purpose of this video is I'll let you hear some of those sounds, we'll make some music with it, and by the end you can decide if you want to download the app or not download the app. This is not a sponsored video, however I am wearing my AudioKit shirt today. I don't know, is it just me or does this shirt make my muscles look too big? Maybe my gut muscle. Huh? I bought this app with my own monies, so the opinion of what I'm going to say is my own opinion. However, I'm not going to talk shit about AudioKit. So basically, if I don't like the app, I'm not going to make this video. So the fact that you're watching this video means that I must have liked the app. Spoilers. Anyways, I'm excited. Let's get started. This is VHS Synth, and this is sort of the unboxing of an app. I'm going to give a shout out to the developers of this app. They've done a phenomenal job with it. Also, last night I was just on the Moby Music Pro podcast and I was interviewed with Jeff from AudioKit. Hey Jeff.
You're my dude.
The first thing any self-respecting human is going to do when they open this app is start punching through some of the presets. Let's take a quick tour of everything. Up in the left-hand side, you'll see that there's a layers knob that you can use to mix between the two sampler instruments that you can select from the More tab. If the knob's to the left, you get more of the first sample. If the knob's to the right, you get a little more of the second sample. On the top right, we have some knobs to add VHS tape noise and a pitch modulation. There are a bunch of effects you can add that are smattered all throughout this app, but a couple of them you'll have to dial in to see what they do. This one down here on the bottom is called Vintage, and it blends in a bit crushed effect. We also have an option to make the instrument mono and set the glide speed, which is more like a classic mono synth. And something else I love about AudioKit's apps is they have this little die that you can choose a random preset with. We can also change up the keyboard layout and assign MIDI mapping controls, and holy heck, are there a lot of them. You can make the keyboard full screen if you're playing on a small device like I'm doing at the moment. That's right, I'm playing on my iPhone. Imagine a mic drop right there. Next we have our More tab, which includes our two samplers. This app has a ton of sounds to choose from. One thing you can do to get started making your own preset is select the Init preset from the user bank to remove all the effects and start building a new patch from scratch. I'll select the VHS Juno pad, which is based on the Roland Juno series, an extremely iconic synth line. I'll add that instrument to the second sampler too. Here's how that sounds. If I detune one or both the samplers slightly, you get a thicker swirling sound. The app has a third tab that's called FX that has phasers, delays, and something called heat. Heat basically sounds like it's doing some hard clipping distortion. But now what you really want to hear, the presets. AudioKit does a really cool thing where they invite producers to make additional presets. Patrick from the GarageBand guide named his after Sega games, which I think is totally cool. Did you know that the Sega Genesis used FM synthesis for their sound chip? It's a fact. I read it on the internet. Alright, so you can play by tapping on the screen, but the best way to experience these types of apps is to plug in your MIDI controller. So go grab your dongle and plug it in. Alright, I'm going to hush up now and just play some of my favorite sounds from the app. Next, I'll check out some of the producer's presets. Playing the Zelda theme on a Sonic preset, that's illegal. You know a synth patch is great whenever you can just hit one key and it sounds awesome. Now let's go into GarageBand and check out the AUV3 support. They decided to leave all the preset navigation to the apps GUI this time. I kind of like that, but they do still have all of the audio unit parameters that you can change from the host application. So now I've made a drum and bass loop in GarageBand, and I'm going to choose the Neon Cloud patch in VHS Synth for our pad style lead. I think those are opposites, but just go with it. And finally, I'll change up our bass to use one of the GarageBand Guide's patches. Patrick's patches. And that's it. Check out VHS Synth if you like the sounds from this video. Support indie developers. It's a cool thing to do. I think I'm supposed to give it a rating or something, so I'm gonna give this app a thumb up. One thumb up and half a ring finger. Just one thumb. That's copyright infringement. That's cool. That's copyright infringement. Either one, not both. That's illegal. Copyright infringement. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.